Smiling. How y'all doing today? As you know, it's Sean Moon. You know what I'm saying? This is an artist journey. You know, Art God Moon hashtag on Instagram. Art God Moon hashtag on YouTube. Art Moon Facebook. I'm back at you with another video. My bad it took me so long. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this tunnel vision thing. I get to doing pieces, and I swear I just get lost. So again, my apologies that I took forever with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, with all great things come time. So I will be detailing and describing this piece that I did. Did this piece back in 2018. It was a piece basically describing, you know what I'm saying, my journey as an artist. You know what I'm saying? The title of it is In Search for the Artist Within. It means a lot to me, man, because I was lost. Shit, I thought I was so many things but an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like so many other hats. I wore so many other hats. You know what I'm saying? Streets, throwing parties, hustling. You know what I'm saying? You know, serving. You know what I'm saying? I'm working for different various companies or whatever. I'm wearing all these hats and I'm doing all of this. And I'm titling myself this, and I'm just not a fucking artist. But this is a description of me embracing that and, you know, walking into that light, you know what I'm saying? And it took some time, trust me, it took some time. So, in this piece, I would like to describe, you know, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, the theme behind it and, you know, my inspiration for the piece. You know, and then I'll go into the structure and I'll give you some close views, you know what I'm saying, of, you know, the different aspects within the painting, you know. And again, like I said, you know, when I first started in walking into my art as far as embracing it, you know, because I've always been an artist. I mean, I flunked third grade because that's all I did was like draw and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like literally flunked third grade because all I did was draw in class, at home, on a bus, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But since then, I kind of got to venturing into other things in life. You know what I'm saying? Life will do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got to venturing into other things in life, and it distracted me from who I really am and what I can, you know, provide and produce for the world. Not just for the world, for myself, shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, I was as I've explained before, you'll probably get a whole lot of hiccups like that. I stutter a lot. As I've explained before, you know, I've been to prison and stuff, and that's where kind of I had to sit down and really focus on, you know, what I was gonna do with my life and with my artistry. You know what I'm saying? You know, and from my perspective, you know what I'm saying, like each artist, like once you begin this journey, each artist has their own thumbprint, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like the thumbprint on your thumb. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, I had to tap in to that thumbprint. You know what I'm saying? And this was a part of the process of searching for my artistry, my personal artistry. You know, I didn't really look at a bunch of people's work. I still really don't. I mean, I respect other people's work. I don't want y'all to take that the wrong way. I respect other people's work. I try not to look at other people's work, you know, and dissect it, because my brain has a way of absorbing information and then regurgitating it. And a lot of people, I feel like, you know, do the same thing. So I try to limit myself or not do it at all, you know what I'm saying, as far as look at other people's work, because I don't want their work to subconsciously influence mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the site works. You know what I'm saying? We get to picking up stuff, you know what I'm saying, and then we regurgitate it a lot of times without us even noticing it. So I try to stay away from, you know what I'm saying, you know, looking at other people's work. That way I can identify my thumbprint, and it took me a while to really jump into that. And this is one of the first bursts of that identity. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, each artist has their own style, their own identity, their own way of doing things, their color schemes, their structures. It's their thumbprint. To me, it is their energy being projected onto this plane. You see what I'm saying? Their personal energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody try to say that we're one as a whole, and yeah, we are, but we are also individuals with special things about each and every one of us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to do. That's what I continue to intend to do. As far as, doing my work is, finding my thumbprint, finding my identity, my energy field, and, basically projecting it on whatever I can, So that was one process in finding myself as an artist. The one key process is I'm a fucking artist. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you identify in life with, you become that. You amalgamate with it. You know what I'm saying? You become one. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you choose to say you are. You know what I'm saying? The ego has a way of, identifying and adapting to, what we project ourselves to be. So, for you, control your brain on your perspective of yourself. That's just my personal opinion. You feel me? Because I done had every opinion about myself. Good, bad. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? That's all the process. You see what I'm saying? But the key is to, intend on identifying yourself with the greater things, the stronger parts of yourself. Because you can piggyback off of that and go a long way, man. And you know what I'm saying? You'll be a whole lot stronger in your security, you know what I'm saying, and your identification of self. You know what I'm saying? But again, back to my pain. So that was one process, you know what I'm saying, that I really needed to embrace and accept, you know what I'm saying, that I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying, and all of those other things are byproducts, you know what I'm saying, or things that connected to me along the way. But from the root, you know what I'm saying, because this is something that I came to this earth with, you know what I'm saying, like, I didn't have to go to school, I didn't have to take training, you know what I'm saying, I just had to practice, you know what I'm saying. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, my artwork and stuff like that, like it was a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really identify myself with, you know what I'm saying, all the other things that I've done, because those are things that, I eventually learned, like, this is like my print, you see what I'm saying? So anyway, so that's one aspect that I really needed to, learn and understand about, who I am, my place in the world, you know what I'm saying, and what I can do, you know what I'm saying, for myself, you know what I'm saying, as well as the world, because art is very therapeutic, and in this journey, I'm learning, how much I'm a perfectionist, you know what I'm saying, and how much I like things structured a certain way, you know what I'm saying, and I'll get into the formats and, the rule of thirds and the golden means and all of that later, you know what I'm saying? But that's something that I identify with. It's almost like a perfection thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard to achieve perfection on this plane. I usually try through my work. I fall short a lot, but shit happens, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so as far as, this piece right here, this is structured, mathematically correct. I use the rule of thirds as well as the Fibonacci, you know what I'm saying? And Fibonacci is an old Renaissance way of formatting and structuring your painting, using layout and stuff like that. There are also other ways, you know what I'm saying? You can use an off-kilter method to where, one side is stronger than the other, you know what I'm saying? You can play with your colors as well, but again, we're talking about format. So with this one, with this piece, I use the rule of thirds and Fibonacci, and in the rule of thirds, I mean, you could pretty much see it because like I was like super blatant with it. Boom, boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? And you use these formats, you know what I'm saying, and layouts, you know, for aesthetics. You know, when a person looks at your piece, you want them to flow. You know what I'm saying? You want to create a comfortability, you know what I'm saying, in the viewer to where they love looking at your piece. You see what I'm saying? Unless you want to create, you know, tension within them, you know, and if you want to create tension, you can use certain techniques to do that. You know, obviously I didn't do that with this one. So this one I wanted to create harmony, flow, for you to be able to, you know, navigate this piece and sit back and aesthetically feel good by looking at it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to create anxiety within the viewer, specifically because I want you to navigate each one of my pieces. So I want you to feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? I want you to like look in and see the story. You see what I'm saying, of what I'm projecting. You know what I'm saying? So, and to keep you there, you know what I'm saying, like you have to be pleased. You know what I'm saying? You have to see it as beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So I want to draw you in and continue to draw you into each one of my pieces. So anyway, so basically every one I have a technique and a strategy. Every piece. So anyway, so rule of thirds, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I love duality. Like I have a big thing with duality. On my chart, there's a lot of duality, you know what I'm saying? The people who know about charts, you know what I'm talking about. I'm that type of person. Anyway, so I got the sun right here as well as the moon because baby, I am the moon. You see what I'm saying? So I got the moon right here and then I got the sun, you know. And then, you know, I love structures as far as, man, like shapes, sacred geometry, geometrics. I love architecture, you know what I'm saying? So I put shapes, you know what I'm saying, to identify. This is like my own playground, you see what I'm saying? So I put shapes within this piece, basically, you know, to show this intergalactic type, you know, look. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost outer spacey, you know what I'm saying? Because this is my own imaginary field, you know what I'm saying? So within here, behind the moon, there's me, you know, and then I'm peeking into this whole environment. You know, it's me standing outside the environment, peeking in, you know, and basically I'm out here with the universe, with the sun, and I'm peeking in like, okay, I'm looking for myself. I'm looking for my identity, you know what I'm saying? Because this is my personal space. It's my personal space of creativity, you know what I'm saying? And within this personal space, I have me right here, and then I'm posted up with my paintbrush. You know, I'm posted up with my paintbrush, you know, because that's what I have with me along this journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that's not changing. You feel me? Like, regardless. Like, people can say, oh, what if this happened, or this happened. I'll paint with my left, I'll paint with my feet. You see what I'm saying? Like, regardless, I'm gonna have that paintbrush, though. You see what I'm saying? So this is my journey, you know, along the way. You see what I'm saying? And I'm on the outside looking for myself, looking for that artist within me. You see what I'm saying? Because the more I find myself tapping in to that force, that creative force, man, I'm just completely satisfied, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm sitting down with a piece, I'm gonna be honest. It's like fucking time stops. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could sit down for 6 hours on a piece, and that 6 hours for like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have the ability to almost stop time. You see what I'm saying? That's why I look so good at 35. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near ageless. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say that. Let's just retract that, because I don't want nobody to think I got beauty tips for nobody or nothing like that. But anyway, you know, I'm timeless, I'm ageless, you know what I'm saying, doing this artwork. I sit down and I blank out. You feel me? I got problems, you know what I'm saying? My ex get on my nerves, she keep calling me going crazy, or, you know what I'm saying, my friend, something happened, you feel me, over here, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody sick over here, you know, it hurts at that moment. I tap into my artwork, and I promise you, man, it's like only thing that exists is that. And that's just real. You know what I'm saying? So it helps me with my sanity. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the piece. So this is me, you know, with my paintbrush, and I'm on my journey. You know what I'm saying? And this is me on the outside looking into myself, you know, in search for that individual because I know he's there. You know, and he's always been there. You know, but I suppressed him. You know, so I'm looking for ways to bring him out. First, identify him, bring him out, you know what I'm saying, and exploit exactly who that individual is. And not exploit in a bad way, you know what I'm saying, but basically leverage and bring to the forefront, you know what I'm saying, that individual that I truly am, you know, and all the other individuals, you know, let them, you know, fall back a little bit, you know, so. Again, this is a piece, you know what I'm saying, titled, you know, In Search for the Artist Within. Definitely one of my favorite pieces. This is, I think, the second piece I did of this size. It's a 48 by 60. Pretty proud of it, you know, again, you know, it showed, you know, my depth, my ability to go beyond what I'm comfortable with doing. Because like I said, I began as a portrait artist, and then I started navigating in other fields as I started to find that artist within me. So again, this is In Search for the Artist Within, and of course I'm Sean Moon. You can catch me at on Facebook at Art Moon. You can catch me on YouTube at Art God Moon and Artist Journey. Instagram, you can catch me at Art Moon, or sorry about that, Art God Moon. That's a correction. You can catch me at Art God Moon. You feel me? I would love to, you know what I'm saying, holler at you, comment, share, you know, like, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? They say smash the like button, smash that motherfucker, dance on it, do the Michael Jackson moonwalk on that bitch. You understand me? Get at me. It was a pleasure having you, and y'all have a wonderful day, man, and I greatly appreciate you.
I'm so in love with you. You got me down again.